A video went viral on Twitter over the weekend of a Caledonia, Wisconsin police officer allegedly planting evidence. Let's watch.
Hey bro, what's that?
What's what?
That you just threw in here.
What word?
I got you on camera, bro.
I got you on camera. We're all good.
Hey bro, you just threw that in here.
Now, one Twitter user noted that the officer turned his entire body away from the car, allegedly so his body cam wouldn't record what he was doing.
The Caledonia Police Department released a statement responding to the incident, saying they would conduct a comprehensive internal review of the incident and that all body cam videos from the scene would be released within the coming days. Here's the footage.
What's that?
What's what? What word?
I got you on camera, bro.
I got you on camera. We're all good.
Hey bro, you just threw that in here.
Yeah, because it was in his pocket and I don't want to hold on to it. That's on their body cam that they took it off of him, so.
You just threw that in here, bro. I got you on camera, man.
I'm telling you where it came from, so.
I got you on camera, bro.
It's an empty baggie at the moment, too, so. Okay, buddy.
As journalist Zed Jelani pointed out, the body cam footage appears to show the officer tossing an empty bag back into the car. But by then, the incident had gone viral, with multiple outlets reporting misinformation. And I don't know how many times this has to happen before the media, the Twitter warriors get this right. So many times, small, short video clips, and people misinterpret them, and then it later turns out we had it totally wrong. No, this officer was not planting evidence. I understand the driver's concern that that's what was happening. It's in the heat of the moment, but it's certainly on the media to be more responsible in how these things are reported. And then people on social media, just like take a chill pill, just hold on, stop falling for this stuff. I mean, isn't this a big problem, Kim?
Yeah, I mean, of course, people should take a beat, right? And they should just wait and see. But at the same time, I do have to say that, obviously what this whole thing has taught us a couple of things. And that is, first of all, that every police officer in America should be wearing a body cam. That
yes.
In this situation, this completely exonerated these officers and showed that they were not planting evidence. It was just an empty plastic baggie that they had found in one guy's pocket. But every cop in America should be wearing a body cam. And secondly, I think what the Caledonia Police Department did right was they did take the kind of clip that was circulating on social media. They took it seriously. They said, we're going to quickly investigate this. And they immediately released the full body cam footage. And that is something that needs to happen. I mean, listen, we are paying for these police officers with our tax dollars. We're expecting them to keep peace and security in our communities. But we all know that there are often some serious abuses of power. And these body cams oftentimes catch those abuses of power, and oftentimes they don't. And this is one of those situations that when they didn't. But I mean, certainly people should take a minute and wait for all of the evidence. But at the same time, the outrage culture actually have facilitated all of these body cams. I mean, as much as I hate the outrage culture and it drives me absolutely crazy, and people just, they don't wait to collect all of the evidence. I understand it's really annoying. But at the same time, it has brought us to this point where we're now having these body cams installed on these police jackets. We are having, we're seeing the footage. We're having accountability. And I think ultimately it's a good thing.
Yeah, well, I totally agree with you that it is a good thing. We should zealously guard our civil liberties. The body cameras are, they're a police accountability move. But as you pointed out, and as happened in this case, they can also be used to exonerate police who didn't do anything wrong. This is far from the first time something like this has happened. I've seen accusations of roughing around, rough behavior, or even sexual assault brought against police officers, and then when you see the body cam footage, you find out that that didn't happen. And then obviously there are cases where something did happen that was wrong, and the body cam footage backs that up. So the bottom line is, either way, if you're pro-police, if you're concerned about the police, it doesn't matter. This is just like a common sense thing. We should have police wearing body cameras. We should have dash cam footage so that
right.
These things can be evaluated. So that's one thing that certainly should be the case. And then again, I don't blame this guy for being really, for wanting to make sure evidence was not being planted. Bad police officers have planted evidence on people before. That does happen. What my concern is, the way people overreact to things on social media can be ruinous, because sometimes it takes a lot longer for the additional footage to come out. Sometimes it's not, concerning a public servant who is, I think a public employee, a police officer, a government employee, is owed some additional scrutiny, right? They work for us, whereas sometimes these incidents involve private citizens, and you can't tell who exactly what's going on, and like lives are ruined over these kinds of things. Think about the Covington kids, the just fights of people, feuding in parking lots. And we're so we're becoming very unforgiving, very nasty, quick to reach judgments that who knows if they're actually supported in the end. And it turns us into very, I think, cruel and judgmental people.
Maybe we all should be wearing body cams. I mean, look, this exonerated the police in this situation. And you're right. I mean, when it comes to a regular person that's having an interaction with another regular person and one happens to be filming it, the person who's filming it is in the position of power. They could then edit it the way that they want and distribute it on social media. And Twitter is a very powerful medium. Things circulate very, very quickly. And so, I mean, I definitely am a person that's very much against and skeptical of the surveillance state. So I'm not advocating for that by any stretch of any imagination. But at the same time, I do worry sometimes that I'm going to have an interaction in public and someone's going to edit it the same way this guy edited this footage to make it look like the cop did something wrong. And I worry about that in my own life, especially, for people like us that might be on camera and people see us and then they think, oh, I can get them. I don't like their politics, so now I can get them. And that is really concerning. So I don't know, maybe I should be wearing a GoPro on my helmet with a GoPro on my head all the time.
I think it's certainly one thing and a good idea to record an interaction with the police officer. I think the broader trend of wanting to whip out your cell phone and press record and upload it to social media the first time you have a negative interaction with someone, and obviously I don't think we can fix that with policy. We're not going back to some era before smartphones, before social media. So this is just going to take better norms. Just treat people better. Don't get so worked up about everything, and we wouldn't have some of these problems. Anyway, we'll be back with more Rising right after this. Please stay tuned. Thank you.